Good afternoon to you, all my beautiful subscribers and viewers. Welcome, welcome. Please consider subscribing if you are new here as well. And welcome, everyone. Welcome. So, I am inside the me and hubby bedroom today because the girls are off school. So, they are in the front room. And so, we have to share the space. So, good morning, good morning, good afternoon to you, my beautiful butterflies. Good morning to you, my beautiful viewers. Welcome, everyone. Please consider sharing the live stream and subscribe if you are new here. And let us get straight into the topic. As the title suggested, I'm going to speak about 6 ways what you can learn about people, meaning what they lack. So share the live streaming and come in and join. For those of you who are new here, my name is Danny. Welcome each and every one of you to the live today. And in case you are wondering what I do on here, I do different topic. I speak on different topics. Sometimes I do a styling video. Sometimes I do reviews. And if you want to get to know a little bit more about me, you can just check my channel video that I have, so you get to know a little bit more of me, so you can eventually be part of this family. Over here is loving, uplifting, positive vibes, and and I want to uplift you in a positive way. And I also want you to have a positive mindset as well. So let me start by giving you the first ways what you can learn about people and what they lack, meaning what they lack. Number one, they lack boundaries. Boundaries meaning, all of us, we have boundaries in our life that sometimes people do not respect it. So the reason why I said number one going to be lacked, they lack boundaries, meaning they want to come into your life and tell you what to do. So they overstep theirs. Okay. So they want to overstep your boundaries that you set. So always remember, you have to be firm and assertive. And always remember, when you are setting those boundaries, remember, you have to bear in mind, you have to keep them as well. You cannot let down your guard, as I always stated on my live streaming. Number two, they lack integrity. A lot of time people do not have any integrity. They feel like they can come about and do anything they feel like to you, and you must accept it and just go your way. So number two, they lack integrity, meaning they always find a way to justify their wrong. They always never take accountability. Every time you try to say, oh, what you did is wrong, they always try to find a way to try to justify their wrong, meaning they never take accountability. They always feel like everything they do, they are right. Number three, they lack being honest. I always tell you, I love to be honest with you, and I hope that you will be honest with yourself. They lack being honest. A lot of people do not have integrity, so they were gonna lack on being honest to themselves, meaning they switch the truth to their own narrative. People rather believe a lie than the truth, and it's easy for a person to tell a lie than speak the truth. People cannot handle the truth, so when you are speaking the truth, they like to switch it to their own narrative, what fit them and what they consider in their small mind that is the truth. They're gonna accept it, so they like to switch roles. So always remember, do not let down your guard. Remember, you set those rules, so make sure that you stick to them. Okay. Number four, they lack emotional intelligence. Sometimes you are emotional, and so you might be going through something in life. I just have my thing here, so I can take a breath of remembering the title. That's why I have the Chromebook here. So they lack being honest. That is the one thing. That the number three. Number four, they lack emotional intelligence. A lot of people do not have any emotional intelligence. They are so cold within themselves. So they always call you and tell you, oh, you are being too sensitive. Okay, when you call them out or you caught them in something, they do not have any emotion. Even when you are going through something, you are there. You just need someone to hug you and console you. Or they can think about themselves and they say, oh, you're too sensitive, you take that too personally, whatever. They always make excuses for the wrong thing that they are doing. Please consider subscribing if you are new here. Thumbs up the live streaming and share it as well. And let me know what you think thus far of what I'm saying. So they lack emotional intelligence, meaning they always call you sensitive. When you call them out, they do not want to take accountability. Number 5, they lack communication skill. Not everybody that not because you have a mouth and you can speak, that means they can communicate. Some people do not have any communication skill. So like they like to be in so I want you to be firm and assertive with your words and also with them. And when you say that, they always have this misinterpretation of saying, oh, you are arguing. You see, when sometimes people do not have any communication skill and you are there communicating with them, you are telling, this is how it is, this is what I expect of you, and this is what I will not take from you. When you are being firm and assertive with your words and you are not taking any shit from anyone, people love to say, oh, you're arguing. No, they are arguing because it doesn't fit their narrative. They cannot walk over you easily. So they're always gonna say, oh, you are arguing when you are communicating. Some people need to learn how to communicate. Lack of communication skill is a lot of things what a lot of people failed with, especially in relationship as well, even in the workplace. Trying to communicate in and with having a conversation, it's very difficult for some person because they do not take the time. They are everything for them is like it's too hard. And they're always in an argumentative mood. They do not have time to sit down, listen to each person. When you are communicating, there's a thing called lack of communication, meaning that you keep talking over the person. You are not listening to what they are saying. So how can you have a conversation? Lacking communication skill, meaning you listen to what somebody else have to say first, and then you're gonna interject. Or if you want to interject, if they are saying something, you're gonna be respectful. You're gonna say like this, can I excuse me, can I just address this before you move on? So that is how you're gonna communicate it, but you're gonna do it in a respectful way. So lacking communication is something that a lot of people are still lacking, and I hope that my me speaking today on the live streaming can give them an overall understanding and a different way or different perspective of how they can go about it if they ever come across being lacking of being communication skill or lacking of how to talk and I wait until another person finish first. I see that happen a lot of time because a lot of time when I go to parent meeting, like everybody want to talk at the same time. Sometimes we have to listen, wait. Communication, if you want to have good communication skill, you have to learn to listen before you speak. If you do not listen fully to what someone else is saying, you cannot fully grasp of what the conversation is all about and what you as well can put your input in that. So listen is very important. That's why I want you all to come on my live streaming with an open mind. Listen to what I'm saying. Take away from whatever you want from my topics and incorporate it in whatever you already have already. I'm not saying take everything my word for it. You do your own research, but take whatever little bits you want. Remember, my way of communicating or saying things to you might be different from what you can interpret as, but in the ending of the day, this is how I am going to communicate and say what I have to you based off what based off what I know, and I can come on here and share based off my knowledge of what I know about these kind of topic. I can share with you. So don't feel like you have to take everything that I'm saying. So yes, my beautiful viewers, thank you all of you who are joining. Please give me a thumbs up if you are loving what I'm saying. Give me a thumbs up. Number 6, which is the final one that I'm going to give you, my beautiful butterflies, my viewers, and also those of you who just joined me. 6 ways you can learn about people, meaning what they lack. Number 6, they lack accountability. We all at one point in our life, we know that we're supposed to take accountability for that, but because we are so selfish and self-centered, we always feel that we are right, we do not take accountability. When I was younger, like in 18 and in my 20s, I do gonna be honest, I make mistakes and I never take accountability for certain things. I used to blame other people for my doing, but I realized that it was unfair for those person. So what I did, I make a U-turn and I decide that I need to understand, to have a better, more to be more have more lack of communication. I didn't communicate enough. I didn't listen to what they are saying. I feel like I was always right and they were wrong. So I never take accountability. But now being older, wiser, and more growing with age as well, I've learned that taking accountability is something that I decided that I have to do more. So I take accountability. I don't blame anyone for the mistakes that I make in my life. And every day we will make is mistake and we will learn from it. I take accountability. I know I'm wrong. I know I did that. I'm going to take accountability. I am not going to push it on someone else because it will be unfair to them. So I will always take accountability. So, but the person who lack those communication skills, they will shift the blame on someone else. They will not take accountability. So you have to always be on your P's and Q's and realize that when someone do something, do not take the blame for that. That happens a lot in the workplace. Sometimes person know that, oh, I can't easily get away with doing that, because I know that person gonna say is they are the one who did it. So I want you to remember, do not take accountability for other people wrongdoing and what they are doing. If they cannot learn now and you keep on taking responsibility, and they are not taking accountability for what they are doing, they will continue that pattern, and they will continue that pattern. Wherever they go, they continue that pattern. So you sometimes have to teach people that no, what you did is wrong and you need to take accountability. You need to apologize. Accountability meaning we can apologize as well when we do things. It does not mean that we are not too big or too grown to apologize. Even sometimes to our younger people or our children, sometimes when we do something, we have to take accountability and we have to apologize to them as well. Because, sometimes we say things. I can be stubborn at sometimes because I feel like, oh, I'm the adult, you are wrong. You're wrong, I'm right. No, not always. We as parents, we are right. So, that is something I worked on. I'm a work in progress, but I'm a work in progress. Being honest, we are still a work in progress to take accountability of what I am doing. Sometimes I might say something to my daughters, which it might come across to them. They have feelings still, so they might say, "Oh, mommy, what you said there, whatever." I now have to say, "Okay, I'm sorry," and I usually let my daughters apologize to each other if they do something. I love them to apologize to each other. So it starts with us as adults. So we have to set an example to apologize and take accountability for whatever we are doing. I hope whatever I said this afternoon or this morning, my apologies, have been informative to you, and you have grasped a little bit of what I was saying. And you remember, each one teach one, so I can learn from you, you can learn from me. And always remember, there are always room for improvement in each and every one of our life. We can learn, we can take the bold step today and try to take accountability. So let me just repeat these words, these ways to you that I spoke for those of you who just joined. So the first one was they lack boundaries, meaning they overstep. They are overstepping yours. So whatever boundaries you set, make sure that anyone that are coming into your circle, respect them. Number two, they lack integrity. I'm just repeating for those of you who just joined. They lack integrity. They so meaning that they are justified, they're wrong, they're never gonna take the blame. Number three, they lack being honest. I always say honesty is the best policy. Or being honest and truthful yourself is the best thing you can do. Never try to switch the truth, because eventually it's going to come out in the end. Because you see, when you tell a lie, you always have to continue to to tell another lie, and then it's eventually gonna caught up with you. So always try your best to be honest with yourself. Anytime you're trying to tell a lie, think of yourself. You are telling a lie for based off you how you feel. But sometimes you have to realize that when you sit down and analyze the whole situation, you realize that you are not being honest. So continue to be honest with yourself. Number four, they lack emotionally intelligence. A lot of people do not have any emotional intelligence, meaning they do not know when to stop. They're always calling you, being insensitive when you are calling them out. So always remember, call it as it is, call a spade, let people know, like, why every time I say something, you always have to be so insensitive. Call them out, let them know at that time. Maybe they can learn. If we do not call up people for their behavior, they cannot learn and they cannot take accountability. So always call them out. Number five, they lack communication skill. I always said one thing I used to lack when I was younger, 18, 19, and in my early 20s, I lack communication skill. I didn't know how to communicate properly. I must say, I used to just sit down and just zip my mouth, not saying much, but I realized that sometimes they say silence is gold, and sometimes you have to know when, but you have to speak up. Do make sure that you keep on working on your communication skill. Sorry for that little stumble there. And when you are lacking communication skill, make sure to continue to work on it each and every day. It starts in the home. Like, for example, you can start with your parents, your uncle, your grandpa, someone who are in your life, your teachers. Especially teach your children at early communication skills, so that when they go at school, that they can able to express themselves. They can able to communicate with the teachers. If something is wrong, they do not understand a lesson, they can be able to explain themselves and communicate with the teacher and let them know they do not understand, so at least they can go over it one more time. Start to teach your children that. Number six was the lack accountability. So the topic was what you can learn about people and what they lack. So if it is somebody not taking accountability for anything that they are doing, you can start today by helping them, by giving them some of the ways that I give you today, and so they will not shift the blame on you. So always remember, be on your P's and Q's. Thank you guys for all those who thumbs up the live stream, and for all those who stopped by today. I want to say big thank you. I do appreciate, love each and every one of you. And because school is on vacation, I'm gonna hop on out of the live streaming today, because the girls are home and I need to. Maybe I might take them out because the sun is out, so I'm gonna take them outside. I want to say thank you, all of you, my beautiful, wonderful follower subscribers, and also the viewers who are still wondering and still contemplating on whether or not to subscribe to my channel. I will say now is a perfect time to, if you want to feel good when you come on a live streaming and go off feeling uplifting, motivated, this is the place, this is the channel for you to come on. And this is where we uplift each other in a positive light. And over here is about love and positivity. We're going to push on this channel. So please consider subscribing if you are not, and share the live streaming as well. And if you're going to watch me on the replay, I want to say a big thank you in advance. Thank you. I do appreciate, love each and every one of you. And with that being said, enjoy the rest of your Monday morning, afternoon, or night. And I'll see you in my next one. Love, peace, and light to you, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.